Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Lorelei Shamayo, and this is MeWe Fairs for energizing body, mind, heart, and soul. We have events throughout the Northwest and many online, and we interview our practitioners and vendors so you get a chance to know who we are before you meet us at an event. I'm excited to be here today with Christina. Christina, it's lovely to be with you.
Hi, thank you. I'm very glad to do this.
Great. Well, so what is it that you do? What do you offer at our events?
All right, so what I mainly do are multi-dimensional soul intuitive readings. Basically, I have a conversation with a person and I pick up on their energy, and through their energy, I get really the truth behind the situation that they're dealing with. Sometimes getting that information, it will connect me to some of their other selves that they probably don't even know about on other dimensions, other timelines. And it kind of ties into a full overall perspective of what they're really going through and sometimes why they're going through it. On top of that, I also do cosmic clarity consultations, which basically I say I'm here for people that are coming online, um, most of the time cosmic beings that have embodied down in this realm, and they're getting switched on and they have no clue of what to do, what's going on with them, the mental burden of coming online, the physical burdens of coming online, and they need someone to talk to. You can't have these type of conversations with normal people if you're having dreams of being on different planets or traveling into the inner earth, or all of a sudden having fairies and gnomes or even cosmic beings start showing up in your meditations or your dreams, or even sometimes just in the corner of your room. I am purposely here to assist people like that that are going through things and need someone to talk to basically give them an understanding of why these things are occurring, and then kind of lay out a plan for them of what they can do while in the 3D world, even through meditations, even some magical practices to help them kind of embody the energies that are now coming through for them.
Mhm, mhm. Okay, wow, wow, wow. And can you share a little bit of how it is that you connect with all of this? You started to share in a way that sounded a little like claircognizance, or like, yeah, how do all of these kinds of things show up for you?
Um, Basically, people talk about their clairs, clear audience, clairsentient. You talk about the main four, but there's so many other clairs that are quote unquote out there. But mainly, how I get information is sometimes it'll be like a visual flash
Mhm,
of seeing something, or it's always on my right side that I'll start getting information coming down to me that is kind of explaining to what's really going on with their situation. I've noticed sometimes I'll turn into a medium. And if an ancestor or a guide wants to specifically talk to them, I'll get like tingling and like pulsations on the side of my head as they're coming through and telling me things to speak to them about. Sometimes I'll feel what's going on with them. I even had a situation where I was smelling certain things. Um, but majority of the time, my main clear is just knowing.
mhm.
As you're talking, I know
Yeah.
what I need to give you as information. And majority of the time I have to tell you, like, don't take this personally from me. This is just what's coming through and what I need to say to you. But a lot of the information that I have is because of my birthrights through my genetics and lineages that I'm tied to. But because I'm allowed to have access to that information, that knowing comes from a very higher dimensional level. So a lot of the
Mhm,
information that I'm pulling down, I don't personally know myself.
mhm.
I probably like know 1% of it, but 99% of it is coming straight down from higher dimensions that they're sharing this cosmic information with me to share with them.
Yeah, and you started to touch into the thing I was wondering about next is like, how did you get started doing this? How did you realize that you were here to share this with others? And was there an opening process for you? And yeah, it sounds like it goes like deeper history. If you could
Yeah,
share more of that too.
actually, I came down here awoke, fully open. You can call it the indigo kids, because they had the third eye, the sixth chakra open. So I came down here seeing, knowing stuff. Um, I wasn't a typical kid. Like I didn't hang out with kids. Like I would say like a family party, I would be in the room with the adults listening to their conversations and being so quiet, but every now and then they would have a question and I would throw out a very mature answer. And the shock moment would occur is like, hold up. First of all, I didn't know she was over there. Secondly, how is this young child giving adults, such mature answers to their questions? But yeah, I came down here awake, knowing a lot of information, knowing that things weren't how they supposed to be down here. I was always been drawn to genetics. I talked to the animals. I actually wanted to be a vet, so I can correct some of the genetic things that were happening, like in cheetahs and pandas and things like that. But as I got older, society, puts the weight on you to conform and be quote unquote normal. I dimmed down those gifts. I tried to act like, I wasn't seeing stuff and I wasn't hearing things. But I say the magic old number of 33. I hit the age of 33 and literally everything was turned back on, to the point that my energetics and my genetics were instantly upgraded to the point that I was even hospitalized because I was having these terrible migraines. And the only thing that they could tie it to was that I was having some type of neurological situation going on, which obviously related to the fact that my energetics were being upgraded and turned online. And once that happened, it was just a flood of information that was coming through. So me to be able to have these cosmic clarity consultations with people is because I went through it, where you're literally questioning your insane, are you insane that you're seeing these things, you're hearing these things, literally asking questions that are universal in nature, cosmic in nature, and literally getting information right away. Looking at situations and seeing right through stuff on the news, on what's really going on, connecting to different frequencies and they pulling through you. Like all of that basically came online when I was 33 years old. And they gave me like 2 years to do some research, get myself together. And then they were like, all right, you got to start sharing your gifts with others because what you just went through, you have to assist other people going through it.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Yeah. And is there anyone that showed up in your family at all that supported you in any of that time in terms of like your genetic lineage or no, it's like it's
Um, Physical people, no.
yeah, it's
um,
ancestors, yeah.
Ancestors, yes. That was another. I say I came online in the higher dimensions first, and then I kind of fell, and then the 3D level past ancestors kind of finalized the whole process. So once I started connected to myself in the higher realms, then I finally got the foundation, the basis with the ancestors. So I've had a Zulu medicine man that is like a great grandfather come through, along with his wife that is a medicine woman. I've had indigenous shamans come through and give me information. I've had sigils and symbols come through during dreams or meditation that I'm supposed to use to assist with my energy work or mainly for protection. I've had ties to the Australian Aboriginals through my dad's side of the family come through. And actually, I've been through uh, two intense initiation ceremonies with them at Uluru through journeying that once again helped with my genetics coming online and be able to access even more information. So yeah, a lot of people have come through
Yeah.
since I've come online because I know people talk about certain people in the family that are quote unquote the black sheep, like they're the ones to kind of break the cycle, put the family back on track of how they're supposed to be with their culture, their spiritual practices and things like that. And I'm the one
Yeah.
for both sides of my family. Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Well, very exciting. I'm so excited to know more about you and your work, and I'm excited for more people to experience it and experience the impact of your gifts. So, if people want to connect with you online, where do they go?
I am on Facebook. It's Krista Quartz, KRYSTAQUARTZ. Also on Instagram under the same name. My website is also the same, KristaQuartz.com. I do also have a blog site if you don't want to go to the website called thecomplacentmind.blog, where I started documenting a lot of my experiences, downloads that I get, premonitions that I get that they tell me that I have to share with people. So definitely check out the blog site if you want to really get to know how my brain has been operating since coming online. Definitely.
Okay, great, great. I'm just gonna spell it again too. So yeah, it's KRYSTAQUARTZ.com. All right, great. Well, thank you so much. I'm excited.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you can find out more about all of our events at MeWeFairs.com.